This storm will kill you.
Look! I'm telling you! You know what I mean, folks?
But if rich people aren't looking out for us, who is?
It makes no difference which one of us you vote for. Either way, your planet is doomed.
You're listening to the Our Take Podcast with Brian Sherman.
He had a full head, all the way till the end. It was white, and I was hoping to get that. I was hoping to get, like, the full head, and it was really hard to cut it off.
And Spencer Rogers.
To be a good pilot, you have to be able to make good decisions, and I know what my credit score is, so I know I don't make good decisions.
This is the Our Take Podcast.
From Scary Parrot Media Studios in Ogden, Utah, it's the Our Take Podcast, episode 160. I'm Brian.
I'm Spencer.
Find us at the Our Take Pod. That's our handle on TikTok and Instagram, really. That's about it. You can also email us at ourtakepod@gmail.com. Let us know you're listening. Also, guess the secret sound when it comes up.
No one's guessed like any of our recent secret
No,
sounds.
we have
Kinda
given away
sad.
some merch,
A little
though.
abysmal. Yeah, we dropped it off on his porch.
Yeah. We'll do the same for you, no matter where you are. It is August the 29th, everybody. On this day in history. What is going on? They changed my thing. They changed the thing.
What thing? The app?
Yeah, they changed my... You guys thought I just knew this stuff every time?
Yeah.
But no, I look it up. They changed it. There's not... Unless today is just one of those days.
Nothing happened today.
Yeah.
August 29th.
Yeah, it's just a boring day. In 1988, Abdul Muhammad becomes the first person from Afghanistan to visit space. Real unique name there.
Shut up. Oh, my God.
Muhammad, an Afghan Air Force pilot, was
Is
a
it?
crew member of the Soyuz TM-6, a Soviet spacecraft. He was in space for 9 days, which were spent at the Mir space station. Hang on a second. This is crazy. The Soviet Union, in 1988, hadn't they just recently invaded Afghanistan?
Yeah, that's why they wanted to get Muhammad up there. Abdul.
When did they? 1979. So okay, it's been 9 years, but it was still the Soviet Union. It hadn't collapsed yet into Russia. That's crazy. This must be a giant PR
Maybe that's...
stunt.
Wait, so this happened before they invaded Afghanistan?
No, 9 years after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In 1949, the Soviet Union.
Because we invaded Afghanistan and we haven't even
taken Afghani to
Yeah.
space. In 1949, the Soviet Union tested its first atomic bomb.
Oh.
Codenamed Izdilai
I like it.
501, or First Lightning. Hang on a second, guys. First Lightning?
More like third
More
lightning.
like Third Lightning.
You know what? This is totally off topic, but I've been rewatching The Simpsons. That's my current show. And the name of the last episodes I watched was Fat Man and Little Boy. And had nothing to do with
The Simpsons?
with nuclear. And I was
it
like,
didn't.
That seems
Speaking of
bad
Fat
taste.
Man. Yeah. Speaking of Fat Man, this 22 kiloton atomic bomb was detonated at Semipalatinsk test site in Kazakhstan. Real cool. It's thought that this bomb was a replica of the Fat Man bomb, the plans for which were brought to the USSR by spies at the Manhattan Project.
Of course.
The U.S. called the Soviet bomb Joe 1 after Joe Biden. Because he was
that old.
Still a senator back then. In 1966, the Beatles had their last commercial performance. Isn't that crazy?
That is. Because so many bands are...
That's all they did. The Beatles were like... They'd only been touring for They came to the U.S. in 1963.
Wow.
So they only toured for 3 years and we're done. We're not touring anymore.
That's so weird.
We're just going to record albums.
That's so weird.
And they had one more unannounced show on the rooftop of the Apple Building in London in 1969. But isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because you'd think if they were still all alive today, they'd be on some massive tour right now.
Yeah.
They would for sure. Everyone's doing it.
Such an influential band.
I mean, name a band that's not doing it.
Right.
That's
the Stones are still out there,
Yeah.
and they were around. I saw a video of the Stones performing in I think it was 1963.
Are they really? The Rolling Stones are that old?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they were like a '70s band.
62 is when they started. Yeah, I saw him on an old. My brother had an old DVD. No, it wasn't a DVD from 1962, but it was a DVD of old performances, and they opened for. They followed. I think it was James Brown. Which following James Brown, that's crazy. You don't want to follow James Brown. Like James Brown doesn't open,
Right.
but he opened for the Stones, and they were like 17 years old. They looked terrified.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Paul McCartney still tours.
Yeah.
So you'd have to imagine if they were all still alive.
I think Ringo still does.
Does he?
He does Skechers commercials. Does Ringo still tour? Yes, he's still touring with his all-star band. That's what it's called. It's not an
just
all-star
the
band.
two of them get together and
Yep.
sing some Beatles songs or something?
Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
People would come
Oh,
from all over the place.
right. And all over the
all
place.
over the place.
Yeah.
By the way, Muhammad still the most popular name in the world.
Yeah.
know
And
if you knew
second
that.
to that is Abdul Muhammad. I should clarify. Okay, you know what? I had it wrong. His last name isn't Muhammad. It's Muhammad.
Oh,
With an
well,
N.
That's the other prophet. That's Muhammad.
Yeah. And his name's not Abdul. It's Adbul. No, I'm just kidding. It's Abdul. Adbul. That's really hard to say.
Yeah.
Adbul. Abdul.
Speaking of concerts
Yeah.
and old bands going back on tour, a few weeks ago I went to a Simple Plan concert.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Simple Plan.
You're not a fan of flan.
I'm not a huge Simple Plan fan. I used to listen to them a little bit. But fun fact, they are the first real concert I went to. I went with my girlfriend at the time. She was a big Good Charlotte Simple Plan fan, and that was the tour, and that was
Were
my
they
first.
co-headlining?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen them in
25 years.
24 years, which is wild. But
Did you get laid after the show? Not this one. Well, I mean this one too, but I was thinking more of when.
actually, probably both.
20
to be
ah,
honest.
all right.
If I remember,
Yeah.
I mean, not after, because at the time, we lived with parents, and
So during
the
show.
yeah, in the bathroom.
Yeah. In the family
Family
bathroom.
But something weird that I noticed about this Simple Plan concert. First of all, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah. Listen, I think they're only touring because of TikTok.
Well,
Because TikTok brought their
all these bands,
their baby song back.
all these bands, like Yellow Card is doing a massive tour right
Yeah.
now, like full blown, lights, screens,
There's-
pyros, like
there's some-
bigger than they've ever done before.
There's some bands who never stopped, like Green Day,
Right.
Blink, never
Right.
stopped. But these other bands, I really think the catalyst was the When We Were Young festival.
I do too, actually, because they saw how successful it was,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, there's
Right.
still a market. We thought we'd be playing tiny venues,
Yeah.
making little money, but no, we can actually still make millions and go out on these massive tours.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, weird thing, and I don't know if you've encountered this recently. And it was an outdoor show, so maybe that had something to do with it. But babies at the show.
Yeah.
A lot of babies. No, and I mean babies.
It's actually kind of. So my youngest is 4, but we also started late.
Right.
Like
Right.
we were married for 7 years before we had kids.
Right.
So babies actually seems too young for a Simple Plan show. People
And
having babies.
So yeah, and like they had blankets, like,
Yeah.
and they would just have their babies on the blankets.
Yeah.
And this is all over the place at
Yeah.
this concert. I don't know if it's like a Simple Plan staple to have babies at their shows, or an outdoor show sort of thing,
I think it's
or
probably
a Utah thing. It's probably
a Utah thing mixed with the convenience of what is that amphitheater called now? It's not USANA. America
First Bank.
First something bank
Yeah, I don't know,
amphitheater.
some bank that no one's ever heard of.
So it's probably
amphitheater.
convenience that they played the show there that happens to have a shit ton of grass seating.
But it wasn't. It was actually at the soccer.
Oh, that's
stadium.
right. It wasn't at USANA.
Yeah,
it was at the
it was
Rio.
actually not even in the soccer stadium. It was like the entrance to the soccer. It was weird.
But there's a grassy
Yeah,
area
it was
there?
fake grass, like yeah, like
okay.
it was yeah. I mean, it definitely wasn't purpose built for concerts, but I think someone was like, hey, you know what we could do?
We could
here?
put a fence around this area.
We could just have concerts here,
right, instead of going in the stadium.
right, and ruining the grass. We can just do it here. I don't know.
That's interesting. I wonder how many shows they've done like that.
I've never heard of one being there, but it
Well,
must
it's
be a thing.
it's like Saltaire. So if there's a venue on the west end of the Salt Lake Valley called the Great Saltaire. It's an old building, and we played there. But I've
did.
been to many shows. It's this indoor venue. It's a really old building, and it's awesome. And then I went to a show there a few years ago, and it was out back.
Yeah,
They like poured a big concrete slab, but which it's the beach.
and it's
It's the beach of the Great Salt Lake.
well, what's left of the Great Salt Lake?
You have to walk like a mile to get to the
it's-
water now.
It's not. It smells because the Salt Lake smells. This outdoor. I went with you, or I've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
It smells. It's mosquito ridden.
Yeah.
And it just begs the question: why not just do it inside?
Do it inside.
in the
I know
regular
that
venue.
I have a feeling it's a capacity thing because Saltaire, I think by itself only holds like 2,000 people. Maybe that grass area, concrete they poured, can hold a lot more. But if the Salt Lake ever 25 years ago, the water was fairly close.
It might.
It was relatively
if
close.
it ever actually rains really hard
Yeah.
here,
Did you see the flooding in Ogden the other day?
yeah, that was pretty wild.
A crazy rainstorm. It was short. It was
Right.
only a couple hours long, but it was
Right.
enough to overwhelm the storm drains
Yeah,
and flood a bunch of stuff in Ogden.
yeah, it was pretty nuts.
And Ogden's like, no, the storm drains work perfectly.
Yeah,
Everybody's like, I don't know, you ruined my business.
my basement's flooded, but
Yeah.
yeah, perfectly, definitely.
You drive by them today, and it's just like garbage coming out of them now.
Right.
Like all the garbage filled up all the storm drains. They're like, now they're not working. Anyway, so Saltaire. Anyway, we were talking about these makeshift outdoor venues now. So they just
Yeah, that's all it is. I don't know.
the same. The complex does the same thing in Salt Lake.
I know, and it's not that I'm opposed to outdoor concerts,
It depends on the time of year.
but here's the thing: at this at the concert I went to at Simple Plan, it was a particularly windy day, and it did rain a little bit.
Yeah.
right as the show was starting. But because it was so windy, they couldn't take the speaker stacks and raise them to the top of the stage for the first few bands, so the sound was
Terrible.
atrocious.
Just being eaten by
and
the-
because of the wind, it was like you could hear it. You
Yeah.
could literally hear the sound just moving back and forth in the wind. And
Just do them
I'm like,
inside.
just why?
How many people were there, you think?
I don't know.
Was it not enough to go to USANA Amphitheater?
I don't know. It was not enough to do USANA. It was
Interesting.
probably like 3,000 or 4,000 people.
Yeah, the complex did that a couple years ago. Jimmy Eat World was coming with Manchester Orchestra, actually. And I was going to go.
Trans-Siberian.
Trans-Siberian.
Orchestra's gonna be- they just put an ad out for Delta Center later this year.
They're coming with Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. And anyway, I wanted to really go because I like both of those bands, but it was like mid-July, and the complex was like, we're doing it out on the blacktop
I know.
on the parking lot. I'm like, I'm not going to sit in.
it's-
It's 110 degrees.
We are in the mountains, and it does cool down at night, but it's still freaking hot.
Yeah.
And if the concrete jungle is gross.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't
did
know what
go
the draw
to-
is, except for people can vape. I don't know.
I don't know. We went to a Led Zeppelin tribute concert from John Bonham, the original drummer of Led Zeppelin, who died in 1984. It's his son
Oh.
who does this kind of. He's had a tribute band for a number of years now. So that was at Deer Valley,
Oh, okay.
up in Park City,
That'd be cool.
outdoors. You're on the hill.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, but that makes sense. It's the temperature gets to like 65.
Yeah, it's nice up there.
There's no mosquitoes.
There's no mosquitoes.
Yeah.
There's no blacktop. It's all
There's no Great Salt Lake.
no stink.
Yeah,
No smelly sulfur, whatever is going
Right.
on out there, and no babies.
and there weren't any babies.
No literal 1-year-olds sitting on a blankets worried that they're going to get stepped on by people.
Yeah.
Weird. It's a weird thing.
I mean, you go to you've been to a lot of hockey games. People take their babies to those too.
I know, and I just think it's weird because it's not like the baby's going to remember. It
No.
can't do anything but possibly get them sick and hurt their ears.
Hurt their ears. you really want to go do something and can't find a babysitter, I guess.
But here's the thing. If you can afford lower bowl hockey tickets, you can afford a babysitter.
I might posit that not many people with babies are in the lower bowl. I think they're all in the upper bowl.
In the $10
seats. $10 seats or the ones they got free. Same with jazz games. It's like they're using their son's junior jazz tickets.
Yeah.
free.
For sure. Speaking of sports, I stumbled upon an obscure sport the other day. I don't remember where I even...
More obscure than hobby horses?
I closed my text message.
For those of you who don't know, hobby horsing, it's literally the horse head with the pole coming out of it, like you played with as a kid. It's a real sport in Europe.
I just sent you a text of what it is. I just, it might be on the same level.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not as absurd, but it's definitely as obscure. It's called shopping cart archery, and it's a German sport. It's televised in Germany, and the point of the sport is to take a shopping cart.
Okay, it's playing.
And
they're pushing it. Oh, you're seeing how I do this.
Yeah, we all do it.
See how far away you can push it into the cart corral.
Well, there's like a line. There's a line you can't cross.
Like bowling.
It's like bowling.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't call it bowl. I guess because you don't knock anything over.
Right. Over the line.
Yeah. Market zero.
Market zero, dude.
But
this lady's got gloves on and everything.
They've got gloves, and they're shoving a cart. Oh, that was bad. Into the cart corral.
Into the cart corral from
and it looks like there's
what do you think that
judges.
Is? 30 feet?
Probably.
You know what they should do?
We're not watching at the same. I'm watching the video.
They
but we're
need
not
to
at the same
do.
time, but.
So right now, as it is, they're on a big stage, and there's like Spencer said, a line, and then they're pushing it, and the stage is empty other than this corral. What they need to do is put their car next to it.
Put cars.
Yeah,
very expensive cars next.
And someone else's car who's walking towards their car.
Right.
As you're pushing it.
Right.
And it's also not asphalt. This is
That's
a nice.
True. The carts are going to roll quite nice on here. You want to do a real parking lot where there's
drains and shit.
And it's bumpy and
maybe they get into that in the next round.
Yeah. There should be obstacles. There should be other carts you have to avoid.
But yeah, there's other factors when you're doing this for real. Like I say, like having other cars, the asphalt, how big of a hurry you're in.
Right.
Are you going to go fix it if you miss?
Well, I mean,
it
depends.
Have you? I think we've talked about the cart narc guy on this show before. You ever come across the cart narc?
I have. Yeah.
If you haven't seen the cart narc, this guy wears a GoPro on his chest, and he waits in parking lots. He's come to Utah. He travels the country.
He does?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And if you don't put your cart away, he comes up to your car and puts a big flag on it that says like 1-800-CART-NARCs or something. Like it's on a suction cup, and he also has magnet bumper stickers. And these people lose their fucking mind on him. Like
they really do.
They chase him, and he says shit like, "Can't catch me, I'm faster than you." He calls him fat and stuff. Anyway, maybe he's been shot by now, because he's going to get shot.
Oh, for sure.
Like there's
for sure.
Yeah, but look up cart narcs on YouTube or TikTok. It's so funny. But people get so pissed. And you know why they get pissed? Because they got caught.
Right.
They know they're a piece of shit.
Right.
Like, you're a piece of shit. And he doesn't ever air the ones where maybe he catches someone and they're like, "My bad," and put it away.
Right, of course not.
But these people who get busted.
I've noticed a lot less carts being left out. Do you think
the cart narc has had an effect?
Do you think it's had an effect on people?
I've also seen guys who do it in secret, where they wait for the person to get in the cart and they go and wheel the cart behind their car. So they see it like on their backup camera, and then they go move it again, and while they're getting back in their car, he moves it back so they never see him.
That's awesome.
And you see how many times it takes before they just go put it away in the cart corral? Yeah. That's a good sport, though. I honestly think I could dominate that.
Do you?
Yeah, for sure.
It can't be that. I don't know. Maybe it is.
I mean, you got to have a bad wheel.
I know.
If you had a bad wheel.
Do you think these people are professionals and like they have like custom made
Right, they got
parts.
yeah.
I've got
I got
the
ABIC
2-inch wheels on mine with the
ABIC 5 bearings.
yeah. No grease.
Dude, I haven't said the word ABEC since I was 12. Do you remember that?
No.
It was when you'd have rollerblades.
Yeah,
And you're
okay.
like, I got the ABEC 1s.
Right.
I got the ABEC 3s.
Oh, that's right.
My parents are poor. They could only get me the ABEC 7s.
Yeah.
You got lightnings? You got fucking lightnings, dude?
Oh, I remember that more with bikes. What was the name of that bike that was popular? Like the Diamondback.
Oh, Diamondback.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember, oh my God, he's got a Diamondback. That's so cool. It
No,
just
it
like
was-
a silver bike.
I had a couple friends whose parents did well, and so they would kind of always get the highest end or whatever was most popular at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was the Lightning TRSs with
course.
ABEC 1 bearings. Couldn't fucking hear them. They're like a whisper, right? My dad comes home one day.
You hear that? Oh, those are the ABEC ones.
That
right
was
there,
Mark on
man.
the ABEC 1s. These fucking Lightnings are sick. My dad comes home with Bravo blades.
Oh.
Yeah. They got the big ass brake on the back.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Okay.
With I don't even know. I think they were handmade bearings
Oh,
that he
handmade bearings.
that he machined.
Dad, you can just get those at Home Depot for like 90 cents.
No, why would I do that?
I can make it myself
I got
for $1,000.
I got some 1,000 grit right here. You go to the classic skating on the nice wood floor. He's like
That's true. That's how mine were. They were so janky.
yeah. My parents are whizzing by on their ABEC 1s. And my wheels don't even spin when you do it with your hand. something's
No,
grinding
throw a
in
little
there.
WD-40 on there, son.
Something's grinding in there, Dad.
Oh man, I forgot about all of this.
Oh yeah.
Because I had rollerblades, but they were definitely like bargain basement. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Dude, I am gonna get me a Lightning TRS tattoo. They were so sleek, man. They were all black. Got that nice TRS logo.
Oh, I remember my friend had one of these. Oh yeah. Did you have? Because it was cool to have only one of your blades have a brake on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Did you have brakes on both?
I think mine only had when I was my friends, it was cool to not have any brake.
Any brake?
You just grind down your wheels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
But I think mine only had it on one, yes.
Oh man, that's funny. That's rollerblades have really come out of style. I wonder if they're due for a comeback.
I got Ashley some rollerblades a few years back for her birthday.
Yeah.
And she went once and realized that it was much harder. It's not like riding a bike. It's not like riding a bike. But I got her pads, I was like, you're going to be
The
safe.
helmet. You're good.
We rollerbladed all the time.
Yeah,
We had street hockey.
I did too.
Oh man. We were always in rollerblades.
I say all the time, but I was a kid. I probably did it like 3 times.
Yeah, and that was all the time for you.
Yeah, that was all the time. What I remember, I don't know.
We legitimately played a lot of hockey in the street, and then my neighbor, a couple blocks away, they had a sport court that we would go and set up nets. So we legitimately played a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of street hockey.
I remember having a stick and the rollerblades. I remember playing a few times, but I don't know. I could have played more or less than I actually remember.
There were so many kids in my neighborhood that were my age. So we played all of them. We played basketball, we'd set up baseball, football, soccer.
I broke a window once playing baseball in my front yard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your window?
No, it was my neighbor's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did that whole sitcom-y thing. I broke it.
Yeah.
And I believe I'm the one that actually broke it. I hit the ball, which is amazing on its own, and I broke the window. And just like on the TV show, everybody ran, everybody scattered, and I was just there with the bat like,
Oh shit. Yeah.
no.
Yeah, man, Quinn's getting into softball, baseball.
Really?
Yeah. I was practicing pop flies with her. She's 9 years old. She's catching flies.
Really?
I'm like, I still don't do that. Like, I'm terrified.
Whatever, man. That was the one thing I could do. I had the cool glasses that you could flip
Oh, you
up.
can flip them up? Yeah.
Like, as if a little leaguer would ever need those.
Oh man, there was one time when I was probably like I was probably like 12, and I was playing a little bit of golf in my backyard. Mm-hmm. And we had a decent-sized backyard.
Right.
But I was playing with little wiffles, little practice balls.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I was like, Dad, come check this out. Let me show you how good I can hit it. You know, my dad's never played golf in his life.
Right.
And so I take a swing, bop, I kind of slice it. It's going right for my sister's window. And he's like, and he didn't realize it was a wiffle ball. He was freaking out. I was like, you think that I would hit a real ball?
I don't know, man. Kids do so stupid stuff. We're so stupid.
So
as
stupid.
Kids. We're so dumb.
You're right. I did shoot a window
Thinking
once.
about it now, like if I saw a ball rolling from my window, all that would be going through my head is dollar signs. Like, no.
Well, that's what he saw.
So there's lunch.
Yeah.
We're not eating next week. We have to replace the damn window.
I broke a window. Well, I don't know if you call it broke. I had a little pump action BB gun, right? Like 10 pumps.
Right.
And we had some scrub oak in the backyard. So I'm standing in the trees and I'm like, I'm going to shoot that acorn right there. There's a window behind it.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a far way off. Like I'm like 5 feet from the acorn. The window is like another 50 feet.
Oh, okay.
And I shoot it. I miss. And my brother comes out. He's like, what are you doing, Bri? I'm like, I don't know, just playing. What are you doing? He's like, you just shot the window. And my heart sank. Oh, it sank. We go in and look, and it's 2 panes, and it just put a clean hole through the first pane.
Serious?
Yeah, it didn't shatter it, didn't spider it, just a clean BB hole. And I came clean. I told my mom.
Oh, I don't know if I would have.
I told her. I came clean, and you know what she said? You're a terrible shot. I said, fuck you, Ma. You don't know me.
She's probably just so relieved she didn't have to replace that whole sliding
That's true,
door or whatever. That would be like $1,000.
Because that is true, and the house was for sale at the time. So, but you pull
just
you
sell
pull
it
the
and don't
blinds.
disclose that, then it's fine.
Yeah, you
No
pull
one
the
will
blinds
notice.
down. It's not letting. It's 2 panes, right? So it's not going through the other pane.
But was there a BB
There had to be.
in there somewhere?
It had to be down in there. I guess it could have broken it and bounced back.
Well, that would be.
I didn't look
That
that
would
hard.
be amazing.
I did not look that hard. But no, I did. I came clean with her. I
Wow.
told her. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I would have.
I was that,
hard to
I
say.
was kind of honest like that. There was another time I was much younger, maybe 9, 8, and I had like a Nerf bat, like a baseball bat, and I was just swinging it around on the driveway, and I hit our van. I put a good
Put a dent in it.
quarter-sized dent in the
Oh,
door,
man.
and it was a fairly new van, a few years old. I told my dad that too.
Oh man, was he mad?
Nah, he didn't care.
It's just a car. It's
Just a car, just a little dent.
Speaking of little dents, no. I gotta talk to you about this. Is okay. I don't know if you've heard about this. Are you familiar with the NFL, the National Football League?
Yes. Soccer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Vikings, which is a team in Minnesota, very, very popular there, especially the very diehard fans in Minnesota, very hardcore people, take their football very seriously.
Yeah.
It was announced for the 2025 season that their 35-member cheerleading squad, which we know what NFL cheerleaders look like.
Sure.
You know, they're scantily clad and,
Yeah.
you know. But it was announced that they would include 2 male members.
Oh, okay.
And
And let me guess. MAGA's pissed about it.
yes.
Yeah.
People lost their minds. Season ticket holders are trying to sell their tickets. People are saying they need to...
Tell me the Vikings are taking a stand here.
yes.
Yeah?
The Vikings are fully supportive of their male cheerleaders. They are not backing down.
I mean, wait a second, though. Male cheerleaders have been a thing.
Okay. So...
Is it because they're flamboyant? I'm looking at a
I
picture
don't
of
know.
them now.
I don't know.
Is it because
but-
they're gay?
But it's been tagged as woke,
Oh, Jesus.
as everything is now. And you're not going to believe this, but Kevin Sorbo declared he needs to find a new team right now. Kevin Sorbo.
Does he live in Minnesota?
I don't know. Was he Hercules, right? And I just can't I'm trying to think of something.
Listen, I'm looking at pictures of these two cheerleaders. This is 100% because they look gay.
Well,
100%. They have no problem with male cheerleaders who do all the lifts, the big burly dudes.
that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Male cheerleaders have been around in high school and collegiate
Forever.
sports for forever, and there have been 3 U.S. Republican presidents
Who have been male
who
cheerleaders?
are male cheerleaders.
Yeah.
George W. Bush,
Yep.
Dwight D. Eisenhower,
Ike.
and Jesus Christ himself, Ronald Reagan.
Reagan.
Yeah, all male cheerleaders.
Yeah. This is because they look gay. That's the only reason they're doing
George
this.
W. looks a little gay.
Maybe let's you know what? Let's find him. George W. Bush cheerleader.com.
Actually registered that recently. It's crazy the things you can do with AI.
No, so he looks more the part of the stereotypical male cheerleader holding the little
The horn.
horn. Yeah,
Whatever it's called.
but there he is. Certainly, he looks a little gay.
I just
No, this is the only reason. It's the only reason.
I can't fathom the backlash. Like the backlash to me, I'm so tired of the right inventing things to be pissed off about.
Because they have nothing else.
No one cares. Who cares? I can't think of, if I had season tickets to the Utah Hockey Club or the Mammoth, I can't think of anything that they would do besides supporting Nazism that would make me be like, oh, I got to sell my tickets. I can't be a fan anymore.
Even then, even if they came out wearing like Trump Make America Great Again jerseys, I'd be like, I don't like
Hockey jerseys that look like black SS uniforms.
Yeah.
The special edition.
special edition MAGA SS uniforms.
SS night.
You're watching hockey.
Right?
These guys have never watched the cheerleaders before.
Well,
I take that back.
so they're
cheerleaders.
gonna get less of a boner because
Right.
Or you know what they're more worried about?
Getting a boner.
They're gonna get a boner from these two guys and be like, oh, I might be
100%.
gay. I might be gay.
These are closeted people who are pissed. 100%.
It always is. It always is.
Yeah. You're projecting something. Sorry.
I'm blown away that someone, season tickets to an NFL, I don't know what they run, but I'm sure they're like 20 or 30 grand.
At least, yeah.
Has got to be, because there's only 9 games at home.
Yep.
And the tickets are like $2 grand each or more.
Yeah.
For anything decent. And to say, well, I can't support this team anymore. There's two this was so ridiculous. There's 2 guys wearing tight clothes.
Right.
They've got tight pants on.
Yeah.
And they don't have pads on, so that makes it gay.
Which is funny because you're going to watch
A bunch of men
dudes
tackle themselves.
Yeah. Full on bottom each other. Just
Grab each other's butts.
Yeah.
Grab the ball.
spank each other's butts on the same team.
The things that the football team does is far more gay than any of these things the cheerleaders will do.
For sure. Full on sloppy blowjobs happening in the huddle. Like, you're telling me these.
That tent, that concussion tent, that's not the only thing that happens in there. There's
called a cuck
more
tent.
than just.
This is so dumb. They manufacture bullshit just to distract from everything else they're doing and from their inability to come up with any real solutions to real problems. They create fake problems over and over and over again.
I saw a comedian the other day that was like, it must actually be super nice to be a MAGA Republican because all you have to worry about is male cheerleaders. That's what you get the most upset about. We're over here worried about democracy,
right? The hungry,
the unhoused, the nation literally being divided between the upper class and the rest of us, and all they're worried about is
male cheerleaders
and the second thing I want to talk about
that they have to see for 9 games, as you put it,
right?
9 games.
At home,
But do they go to away games?
No,
no. I mean, I don't know if they do. I don't think so.
But this brings me to the second thing I want to talk about. the second manufactured story of the month.
Oh man,
the Cracker Barrel
the Cracker
logo.
Barrel logo.
And when I first heard...
Listen, we got to explain it to people because some people aren't in the loop.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel's logo is an old man, looks like a redneck farmer.
It just looks like an old farmer.
Leaning on a barrel with the Cracker Barrel text. Nice mustard yellow background.
Right.
The new logo, they removed the barrel, removed the man, shrank the text. It just says Cracker Barrel on a yellow quadrilateral.
Yeah, that works.
I don't know what it is, right? And the right, the conservative right in America, lost their fucking mind.
And
because they said that
it's woke.
It's woke.
Somehow it's woke.
Because they removed the white redneck.
The first thing I did when I heard about this, I'm like, first of all, I'm like, I don't care. I don't see the issue. But I'm like, I'm going to look into this because maybe there's something I don't know about. So I asked chat and was like, hey, is the Cracker Barrel logo racist?
Like, what's the deal?
Yeah. And the chat comes back and said, it's not inherently racist.
Not inherently, it is now.
But here are some things that people might think that it's racist. And the controversy comes from two things. And it said the word cracker, which can be used as a slur for poor white people in the American South.
Right.
And the naming of the store, it's called Cracker Barrel because it has nothing to do with white people. It literally has to do with crackers, stale crackers.
Okay.
Because the idea was it's a general store, and general stores in the past sold barrels of crackers. It was a thing.
Okay.
And if you've ever been to Cracker Barrel, that's kind of their whole thing is you walk in and it's kind of a general store with knickknacks and dumb games and stupid things that you would never buy anywhere else. But you
slavery
buy
memorabilia, whatnot, Confederate flags.
KKK hoods,
whatever.
Just
your
normal
go-to general store
you find at a general store in the South.
You don't know they're a hood. You have to cut the eyes out.
Yeah. The other thing it came up was the imagery. A white man in rustic clothes leaning on a barrel can unintentionally reinforce good old days imagery, which for some recalls a period when racial segregation or inequality was the norm. And I was like, okay, chat, that seems like a stretch. That all seems like a big stretch. And chat's like, yeah, it really is. It really is a stretch. And
let me revise my statement.
if you'd ask 98.7% of people on the left, if they'd ever thought that the Cracker Barrel was racist and should be replaced, they'd say, what is Cracker Barrel?
What is Cracker Barrel?
Two,
right.
Who cares? Yeah. No, it's not like there's a picture of a white man whipping slaves, right?
Right.
Or a white man in a plantation suit, look at me.
Right.
Like, KFC is more racist than the freaking Colonel. The Colonel definitely owned slaves, right? There's no way the Colonel didn't own slaves.
How do you think he plucked all them chickens?
Right?
There was no chicken gin back then.
And just the right is making and we're just sitting over here like,
who the fuck cares?
What?
Yeah.
We got way bigger things to worry about. Our president is sending troops into major U.S. cities for no frickin' reason.
Yeah.
He's trying to send the National Guard into Chicago.
Yep.
What? And we're worried about the Cracker Barrel logo that's not racist. Cracker Barrel has said it's nothing. We just wanted an update. We just wanted a modern logo.
I'm pretty sure they've walked it back now.
And that's the worst part is Cracker Barrel was like, because you know who said they should change it back?
Trump.
Premier Trump.
Yep.
Said they should change it back. And they're like, oh, Master Trump, you're right. What were we thinking? We better change it back to the white guy on the cracker. And the left is still like,
no one fucking cares.
Who cares? Who cares? Cracker Barrel isn't that good anyway.
No, it's not.
It's either
really
Cracker
not.
Barrel or IHOP. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I can get my pancakes either place. I don't care. This isn't going to stop me from going to Cracker Barrel. It's not going to convince me to go to Cracker Barrel.
No.
And the other thing The reason I have a problem with the logo, the new logo, is it's just a bad logo.
Like the original one.
Well,
or the new one.
The new one.
Yeah, the new one is
the
pretty
new
shitty.
one is so bad. It's like you guys, and they paid
Oh, yeah.
a design firm like $1 million to come up with
Yep. Wait a second.
the same logo on a different background. Simple.
Is it possible that this whole thing was manufactured from the top?
By Big Cracker Barrel?
No, by... Let's just go with the conspiracy. Let's just go crazy here for a
Okay.
second. Let's just go nuts.
JFK assassination?
Yeah. We need to continue to distract the American people, especially the MAGA base.
Right. Which is apparently really easy to do.
Right. We need to distract them because conservatives really should not be on board with troops in American cities.
No.
And
they
masked,
really shouldn't.
Masked men picking people up without warrants.
And
they really should not be on board with that. That is the least conservative thing
and
that has happened.
The pure out communism with the American people buying into Intel.
Yeah. So is it possible that the leaders of MAGA
phoned up their friends at
Cracker Barrel and said, change your logo.
I've got this new logo I just made on ChatGPT. Will you change it?
Change your logo. We're going to get pissed at you. And you're going to change it back to make it look, you look good and we look good. Is it possible that conspiracy, it's really not that hard to coordinate? We promise you the ultimate press from this is going to be good. Your name is in the
Your
news.
base is going to love it.
Your base is going to come.
Mostly who goes to Cracker Barrel.
They're going to come eat there to congratulate you on changing the logo back, and it helps us distract the American people from what conservatives really should be fighting. Like all these Second Amendment guys, this is the time.
Right.
Like masked men in the street.
That's true. This is what you've been waiting for.
Picking people up without warrants. Troops in civilian, rounding up civilians and policing American cities.
This is what you wanted your gun for, so you can defend yourself against the government.
This is, of all the things that conservatives should hate, the next thing on the list is also one they need to be distracted from, which is a fucking terrible budget.
Right.
From this administration.
A deficit higher than it's ever been. Like the economy, the price is going up significantly on everything.
No administration has ever been as successful at distracting the American people by continually flooding the zone, Steve Bannon's words, with bullshit, with crazy things. I mean, his own words. This is Steve Bannon. He's not a strategist for the president anymore, but he was.
Right.
It was his goal was, his mission was very clear. You do 3 crazy things a day.
Right.
And people can't keep up. They can't keep up with any of them.
Right.
So the big ones aren't recognized and the small ones go away because we continually do it. Listen, this is one I might buy into.
I don't know.
Like
it seems plausible.
I mean, to most corporations in recent past kind of doubled down on whatever it is they chose. The Vikings. It's a great example. The Vikings doubled down. They said, no, these are our guys. We support them.
Right.
You know? I don't know, man. We'll see if I get a call from anybody saying,
You better shut your mouth.
You better shut your fucking mouth. Yeah.
I'm going to put that out on TikTok, the Cracker Barrel conspiracy.
The CBC. Yeah, it's really not that difficult. As a strategist, it's not, it wouldn't be that hard. Be like, I got an idea. Well, I know the CFO at Cracker Barrel. Let me call him up real quick. I have an idea. It's going to drive crazy business to your store. You're going to be in the news for a couple days. The left won't care because the left doesn't fucking care. But the right is going to go nuts. And then they're going to love you because you switched it back.
Listen to Premier Trump. And that seems pretty plausible.
The more I think about it.
This is kind of weirdly plausible.
Yeah.
Especially with how crappy the new logo was.
It was so bad, too. The wording was so small.
Yeah, and it was on this huge what did you call it?
Quadrilateral.
And it was, look,
the old logo's better.
I like simplified logos.
Yeah, you're a minimalist.
But this one was a bit much because it was not good. It was bad. It
Yeah.
looked like Denny's.
It did.
It looks like they took the Denny's logo and just
Made it worse.
took out Denny's and put Cracker Barrel.
Because they
in.
didn't change the font. They
No.
just shrunk the words down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was weird.
Yeah,
It was
you
weird.
can Google it and see what
I
we're
don't know.
talking about.
I don't know.
I mean, all in all, I'm glad it's back.
Yeah. Thank God for win for the white people.
Because you know what? When I pass Cracker Barrel on the freeway, because I fucking don't ever eat there,
Right.
I don't want to see that shitty logo. No. I want to see the white racist guy
Yeah.
leaning against the
Barrel that's actually chock full of black people.
It's actually a slave platform.
Right.
The auction platform.
Right.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
A lot of people don't know that.
It's not a barrel. Oh,
It's just
weird.
I don't know, man. I'm just so tired of these
they make stuff up.
non-stories.
They consistently create problems so they can propose a solution and act like the winners.
Yeah.
That's why the conspiracy is so fitting.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So the other day, I bought. Well, as you see, I'm wearing my Utah Hockey Club away jersey today.
Do hockey teams frequent? Is their light jersey is the away jersey? Like
Yes.
opposite from
Yeah.
basketball?
Yeah. That didn't used to be in the 90s. It was the other way around, similar to baseball and NBA, where white was the home jersey. But they decided to change it because people would buy the away jerseys because they were just way better.
Yeah.
They're way more colorful, and they were like, well, let's
right.
let's do this. So they switched it.
Honestly, it's brilliant marketing. I mean, the NBA, you can't even tell what's home jerseys anymore because
They've
they have
kinda-
like 6 different
Yeah,
jerseys.
I actually read about it, and they've kind of they don't have home and away anymore.
No.
They just wear. They have like a schedule
They got
that
a schedule.
there, and they as long as it's different from the other team,
Right.
Like you don't want to both be wearing a blue jersey,
Because one of them's called like street,
right?
and I think it's still called home and away, but I
Right.
feel like they wear the away jersey at home just as often as they wear their home
Right.
at home anyway.
Yeah. So I would love to get into jersey collecting because I really like hockey jerseys. There's a lot of other teams' jerseys that I like. I like that Stars jersey that I wear. I like the Carolina Hurricanes jersey because I like Hurricanes. I think it's really creative, their jersey. But what stops me is they're so freaking expensive.
Yeah.
This jersey that I'm wearing was $250.
Oh my God, that's so much money.
It's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
And I'd buy if they were even $100, I'd buy one from every player. But $250
It's nuts.
That's too much.
I would never, in my wildest dreams, spend
I mean, I'm going to here
even
when the new one comes
even
out. but-
$100 on a jersey. I think my max would be like 65.
Really?
If I was even into jerseys,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
So here's the thing. Okay, so I was at my girlfriend's sister's house, and her brother-in-law is also a big hockey fan, and he bought a knockoff jersey.
Like, is it silk screened rather than embroidered?
No, here's the thing. He showed it to me, and it is stitched. It's the same material. The colors are arguably a little off on the blue, and the quality isn't like you can tell some of the stitching is a little,
Yeah.
but not really noticeably.
Where are they coming from?
China.
Ah.
Okay, and so the other day I decided, well, I'm gonna buy
Yeah.
the Carolina Hurricanes jersey from China and just see how it comes.
Is it like Temu or?
It's called DH Gate, but it's like Temu, whatever it's called. And I hesitated for a long time.
Because you don't want to support the CCP?
This is where I need to know if I'm weird or not, because even though no one else is going to know that it's fake, I'm going to know. I'm going to know it's fake.
Well, it depends on what you're doing it for.
Right.
If you're legitimately collecting it, I understand your point.
Right.
Like if you're talking about creating a collection worth some value, that being said, you always wear them.
I know.
So it's not legitimate collecting,
Right.
right? Like if you put them like in a shadow box with the tag still on them.
Right. I'm not going to do that,
Because I think most collectors collect things with some level of intent that they may sell them.
Right.
They want to maintain the value.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just want to wear them because you like the way they look and you kind of want to support the team,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any problem with it.
I mean, the material's like exactly the same. And then I was like,
Ryan
how-
Smith is worth billions of dollars.
Right.
We do not need to buy jerseys.
Well, that's true. I just want to know how they're doing it, because they're such good fakes. Like how are they? Do they sneak
I don't know.
the design from the U.S. and
Yes.
then just manufacture? Or they?
I don't know how they would get caught. Even if the American government wanted to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever looked up the stats on how many cargo containers we search?
It's not a lot compared.
It's like 1%. It's
Right.
might be less than 1% that we actually search and compare the manifest for a customs check.
Right.
Right. This is how fentanyl from China and opium from Afghanistan gets into the United States.
And there's no Jersey smelling dogs.
Right.
Like, come on, Fido.
Right.
Smells like a forgery.
I mean, let's just look real quick. Let's just look. How many or let's do it this. What percentage of containers are inspected? 2 to 10% globally, around 3% for U.S. ocean containers. 3%. So even if the U.S. wanted to stop this, they would first have to have some legal reasoning to be able to shut down their website, which is a battle by itself.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently, it's because this website is from China.
Yeah.
And they claim to just be the middleman. They don't not responsible for anything being sold on it.
Meanwhile, the guy typing that has a guy sewing right behind him.
For sure,
yeah,
right?
For sure. It's the same guy. So people don't realize that these types of like macroeconomic things, there's no way to really stop it. You know what I mean? Like, unless there has to be someone in the United States that the NHL could sue, and there's not.
Right.
So it's just
It's just crazy.
kind of part of what we do.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, like I knew someone who took the Sonicare toothbrush heads
Right.
and found a manufacturer in China to make them.
Mm-hmm.
White labeled them and reboxed them under a different name, sold them on Amazon.
Huh.
Made a bunch of money.
Never got cease
No,
and or desisted.
They did eventually
Oh.
because they were the US part of this, right? The manufacturer in China, he's still got the molds. He's still got everything he needs to make
Right,
these if they
right.
wanted to, right? But the guy in the US got busted. Can't do it anymore.
It's
So yeah, for e-commerce, where these are simply have a postage on them and someone pulls them out of the container and drops them in the mail, how do you stop that?
I don't know.
They might get you can get stuff seized and you would just never get it.
Right.
It was seized by customs. It's in a big furnace now.
I would assume that they have, before they sell them, they've already got them here, and then
Maybe.
giant shipments of them, and then they sell them.
I don't
Through
know.
China.
I don't know because then somebody has to be there relabeling them. I think
true.
they put postage on them and throw them in a big giant box like a big Gaylord,
Right.
And then throw them in a container.
Yeah, that's
and then
probably
when they
true.
get to customs, someone dumps that box onto the United States Postal Service sorting or the DHL or whoever's delivering it. It just goes deliver this whole Gaylord to DHL, right? And customs like we want to inspect that. Okay, here's the manifest.
Right.
These are illegal. We're putting them in the furnace. Okay.
And then I just
Then you're
ring
out.
up DH Gate like I never got my package, and then they send me a new one.
They send you a new one.
And it costs them like $2
Yeah.
or whatever they
Yeah.
cost to make.
So you're right. They wait until they have a container full. That's how these things operate, right? It has to be worth it for them from a cost standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you can order like a clothespin on Temu because it's also in the same box as
Right.
1,000 pounds of other shit.
Right.
It's all going to the United States. So
That's wild.
yeah.
That's wild. And yet so on Etsy, I sell a lot of stuff on Etsy, check out my Etsy store, Scary Parrot Media. There's a lot of people that sell unlicensed things on Etsy.
Yeah. And I'm surprised sometimes the Etsy algorithm catches it, right?
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. I sell a few things that could maybe be considered
Sure.
ish, I guess.
It's
if
a
they
gray
really
area.
wanted to push it. But I put a Star Trek shirt. I made a design of a show. It's just a ship. It doesn't say Star Trek. No, it's just a ship. And I put it up on Etsy and was shut down by Paramount immediately.
Yeah.
Paramount sent me a cease and desist or something right away.
Yeah.
But there's so much crap on Etsy.
Did Etsy automatically remove it?
No,
Or
they
just
sent me Paramount sent Etsy something and Etsy sent it to me.
And did Etsy remove the product, or do you
Yes.
have to go to remove it?
No.
So that's how the podcast works. Like if you
Right.
put a song in the middle of the show, the YouTube and Spotify algorithms listen,
Right.
and they send me an email. It's like, we're removing this episode because you have this song in there,
Makes-
and you can claim that you
Right.
have rights.
Right.
But if you do, and they come after you again,
Then yeah.
So
But there's so much unlicensed Star Trek stuff on Etsy. I just wonder why my number got drawn
I don't
that
know.
day and no one else's has.
I wonder if
weird.
it's like there has to be a certain amount of change to it, and if you use any Star Trek SEO in the description,
maybe that was it.
yeah,
Maybe
like you got to call it like Star Trek,
Starboat,
right, or like something else from
Enterprise,
the show. Yeah, exactly.
Enterprise with a Prize.
Yeah. That's probably what you have to do. It'd be interesting to go look at the other ones,
Oh,
but
man.
because it's not a real person.
Right.
These are just auto-generated.
Yeah. So I started I decided to go back to therapy.
Yeah.
It's been a while, a couple of years since I've gone.
I swear you were going just a few months ago.
No. I go to see my psychiatrist
Oh, that's
for
right.
med checks and stuff.
Yeah.
But I decided to start therapy, and doing it at Tanner Clinic is a little, well, I don't know. It was different than the way I did it last time, but now they sent me to a central gatekeeper therapist, essentially, and you tell him or her, it was a him, everything that you want to get out of therapy and what your story is,
Yeah.
and then they decide who would probably be a good fit for you. So I did that. And then I started with my new therapist on, I don't remember, whatever day this week. And it is, it's the first time I've seen a male therapist, which shouldn't be weird, right?
Yeah.
But it kind of was for some reason.
I mean, when they take their clothes off,
Yeah, well, yeah.
it gets a little weird.
It is, because most therapists always, that's the
Right.
first.
It's like Mr. Rogers.
Did you hear about the guy in Provo the therapist that was convincing women to lift their shirts up as part of therapy, and it got busted? Like,
Was he like recording it?
I don't know. I don't remember if that in the story, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But that did happen.
That's who I'm seeing.
Yeah, Greg, right? No, but also this is the first time that my therapist has been definitely younger than me.
Yeah.
Like, and I know I should start getting used to that, you know,
Yeah.
seeing doctors and stuff, but
It's like when you aged past like NBA players.
well, yeah,
It's not very fun.
right.
You know, that first time. That was a while ago. Like
Right.
you're in your mid-20s, you're already older
Right.
than most of them. But yeah, I remember that feeling. But I don't think I've been older than any of I've had a lot of therapists
Right.
over the years. I'm trying to count in my head right now.
I think I've probably had 5 or 6.
Yeah, I'm up there. I might be upwards of 10.
Really?
And not because I don't like any of them. It's just that I've been in therapy for a large portion of my life, and and then my 2 best, one was female, one was male.
Oh.
So I can swing both ways, if you will.
But yeah, I think it went well. It's always, I don't know, it's awkward starting.
The first one's hard.
Because you don't really know each other,
Yep.
and you're just telling him all this stuff.
Yeah.
And
It's really raw.
it's like there's sometimes awkward silences.
Yep.
And it's like,
Well, sometimes-
who should talk next? Like, what?
Sometimes there's no segue.
Right.
Right? You're just like, for 20 minutes you've been talking about, the state of the country, and then there's a little bit of silence, and you have something you want to talk about, but there's no segue, so you just have to be like, my sister hates me.
Yeah, right.
Can I talk about that for a minute? And they probably really like that.
Right.
But it's hard. You just have to be able to say what's on your mind right now.
Right.
And just dump it. But those first sessions are hard because it's stuff that you maybe haven't talked about with a professional in a while, so it kind of brings everything kind of back to the surface. You feel a little beat up afterward,
Right.
I get that.
But one of the things he asked me about, if I'd be open to talking about, is spirituality.
Yeah.
And he didn't say, he's like, it's not religious per se. It can be if you want, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, he's probably going, listen, I don't know. I'm not a therapist, right? I did learn a few different counseling theories in college.
Mm-hmm.
And I have picked up on them when I've been in therapy before.
Right.
The easiest one by far, there was a psychologist called Carl Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
And his theory was that people simply needed to hear back their thoughts, what you're saying.
Right.
Right? And it's pretty effective.
I agree.
So it'd be, for example, I would say, I really hate the state of our country and it gives me anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
The therapist would say, so I hear that you really don't like the state of the country and it gives you anxiety. Is that right? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's literally almost verbatim. And that's Rogerian, so it's Rogers. And I had a therapist who did that to me once, and it was fine other than I knew what he was doing.
Right.
So it still worked because I would still talk.
Uh-huh.
But knowing it is kind of like, well, I know what you're doing.
come on, bro.
I know what you're doing.
Did you call him out?
No.
Okay.
No, because it's fine. It's just his method, right? There's a lot. Like my dad was a therapist for years, and he had an approach that was by a guy named Adler. It's called Adlerian therapy, which is much more just kind of talking openly, and things. But I kind of found the most recent one I wanted was the cognitive behavioral therapy, where you're literally trying to rewire the way you think, right? And so it's a lot of challenging from the therapist. He's really challenging you the way you're thinking and words you're saying. He's like, I don't think you're thinking right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it can feel a bit adversarial, but it kind of helps you afterward to be like, why do I think that way? Mm-hmm. And maybe I shouldn't think that way. How do I stop thinking that way? Well, the first way is just to identify that I thought that way.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But I don't know why I was telling you this other than, him wanting to go spirituality. It reminds me a lot of the guys who invented AA. One of the first steps is kind of identifying a power that's higher than yourself.
Right.
Not necessarily God. Mm-hmm. Like my brother. My brother is an atheist, but he is a recovering heroin addict, and he, for a while, he kind of got stuck there, but he started to realize that the whole point is realizing that there's just things that you can't control, right? Mm-hmm. And that's okay. So however you want to identify that as something greater in the universe, or just things that are out of your control, and that's okay, But exploring spirituality, I think, is tough, not only in our culture, but having been a member of a very dominating religion, it's hard to parse the two apart.
Right.
Spirituality from religion.
Well, yeah, because immediately I dived into my history,
Right.
And then at the end I was like, I know you're not asking about religion. I don't know why I just told you all that.
Because your whole life as a Mormon, it was drilled into you that they are one and the same.
Right.
Right. And they're not. And that's his point. Is like, no. The spirituality is kind of just finding a connection with everything around you, with the universe.
He kept saying, trying to find something bigger than yourself.
Right. Because right now, you and I mean, I think we think fairly similarly,
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of along the same lines. I'm definitely kind of in a nihilist track right now. I've talked about it before on the show, where I'm not a pessimist. I don't think that bad things are going to happen. I still have a lot of hope for the world and for my friends and for my family and for myself, but I also am not certain. I'm not really convinced that any of it really matters.
That's what kind of led us into that conversation, because I was like, I am struggling right now to find the point in anything.
And
like my hobbies. I loved my hobbies, but I'm having a hard time. Like, what's the point? Like, we played a show last Thursday. It was fun. It was good for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was good for me to get out, play music in front of people. But at the end of it all, if you really think about it,
what's the point?
There's no point. Because it's not like we made any money. It's not like we probably didn't make any new fans. Maybe we made new friends. I don't know.
Throw it back. This is a throwback to the last show.
It is kind of.
This is the Puritan ethic.
I do feel that way about a lot of the things I have, and maybe it's because I started doing my. I feel like this is a therapy session. Maybe it's because I started doing my hobbies as a job, that now I feel like if I'm not getting paid to do it, there's no point.
That's the Puritan ethic creeping back in.
That's interesting.
Telling you that
I'm going to tell my therapist about this.
I almost had it not been a LinkedIn post. I don't argue on LinkedIn.
Right.
You shouldn't argue on LinkedIn.
Nah,
But I saw someone post something along those lines, and LinkedIn is the poster child of free enterprise capitalism, right? Like, everybody thinks they're going to fucking make it. They're the next big thing.
Right.
Everybody should listen to me, right? Or it's people like, please help me. I need a job. Please, for the love of God, help me. That's the two LinkedIn.
Well, the only time I ever looked in LinkedIn is when I'm in the please help me, I need a job. So.
Exactly. I peruse it because I have clients at work that are on there that I go and like their posts, whatnot, right?
Right.
I'm in sales. But I saw a post the other day. It was along those lines, something like, if it's not profitable, it's not worth it. And I wanted to be like, fuck you.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Right.
If it makes you happy, it's worth it. Even if it's fleeting.
Right.
Right? Even if it's for a moment. And I think that as I struggle my way through this nihilist path, because I don't know if nihilism is necessarily a bad thing. I know people are terrified of it. They think it's scary. But that's because they usually conflate it with some sort of pessimism or narcissism or lack of empathy.
Right.
People think that nihilism kind of goes hand in hand with an unempathetic worldview. And I don't know. Just because things don't matter doesn't mean I don't care.
Right.
Right? In fact, because I think this is it, that this life is it, I can argue that I think I care a little bit more because I think that this fucking matters because it's all there is.
Right.
There is no...
I agree with that a lot.
There is no salvation.
I agree with that a lot.
Yeah. There's nothing coming to rescue us.
Whenever people, they point to religion like, well, without religion, you don't have a compass. You don't have a moral compass.
No, that's bullshit.
But
yeah.
I don't think that's... In fact, I would argue that thinking that this is all we have makes it more important.
It makes you care about this
cherish
even
the
more.
time that we have,
Yes.
instead of thinking, well, that person will have a better life
right.
when they die.
Exactly. You can look at someone with a really terrible life and say, things will get better for them after they die. What a fucking horrible view.
And that is kind of the view of...
Yeah, what a horrible view. Rather than saying, this is all they have, we should try something.
Right.
We should try anything to help because this is it.
Right.
Right? Anyway, soapbox. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
But I think that when it comes to spirituality, it is very hard. As an ex-Mormon, it's very hard to parse the two apart. To take spirituality away from religion it's almost impossible with what was ingrained in us from childhood, right? It was built into our superego. So they're so good at it.
Right.
They're so good at it. The Mormons baking spirituality into every day of your life based on the religion, they're just as good at it as MAGA is at distracting people.
Right.
Maybe better, honestly. So I applaud the effort. Like, I think it might be a good thing to explore, to figure out, well, how can I find connection and meaning?
Right. That was his whole point, is like, you need to find a reason to see the point in things, to see, and that's, you know, like, again, we do this podcast.
Yeah.
We're never going to be, you know,
Nah.
Bert Kreischer or whatever his name is making, or what's all the famous podcasters making hundreds of thousands of dollars. We'd love to have more than 100 listeners or whatever we get sometimes. But at the end of the day, I've got to convince myself that I'm not doing it to make the money. I'm not doing it to get my name out there. I'm doing it so I don't go fucking crazy.
Right.
I'm doing it because I enjoy it. It's an outlet for me. I get to wear my hockey jerseys.
Yeah.
And if people find if they laugh, if I make them laugh, then that should give me meaning for it all.
Nothing feels better than when someone I don't know listens to the show. Says, I was laughing so hard at your show the other day. I'm like, you fucking listen to that shit?
I know.
You listen to that shit? I'm sorry.
That's funny because you told me what one of your friends said. That one, what clip was it? That clip made me laugh.
Oh, the Native American penis.
That clip made me laugh so hard, and I put that on TikTok, and it got like 800 views.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, nice.
For sure. So, you get that Puritan ethic is a bitch, right? That's baked into us as Americans that you really shouldn't be doing anything if it's not profitable. It's just such bullshit. What's the point of doing anything then?
Right. That's true. It's true.
It's so dumb.
Why should I take care of my body? Why should I exercise? Why should I go to church even, you know? Like if church, what is it for?
Yeah. I've had this conversation many times over my life with many different people, lots of times for me. But I usually recommend, I don't know if you ever read it. It's Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. It's not a very long book, and it's split into two parts. He was in a concentration camp in World War II. So he talks about how people stuck in a concentration camp find meaning, and that's what kept him alive, and that's what kept people alive around him. And then the second half of the book is his theory of existentialism after the war that he kind of developed as a philosophy, right?
Right.
And it's a really good one because you read his story and you can't help but think, if this guy can find meaning when he's locked in a barracks with 100 other men starving, being shit on all day,
right?
Watching his whole family dies. You know what I mean?
That's
not just dies, but is murdered.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to read those stories, but they also help. They help you reflect on the human condition, and you start to. It puts your life in perspective.
Right. That's another thing I've been struggling with. Really, all of this started when I turned 40, which everyone, I swear, all friends make fun. Like, oh, you're just turning 40. It messed me up. It did something to me. And
it's not an easy one, for sure.
And a lot of my mind lately, or even anxiety, has been like, I live in a shack. My life has not turned out the way I thought it would. But what I got to keep remembering is my life is not that bad. And I live in a house. I have a car. I can go to hockey games.
You have air conditioning.
I have air conditioning.
You have heat.
I have food.
Yeah.
I have water.
You got friends. You got family.
My birds. I have my parents are still alive. I have a sister, and I got to figure out a way to be more grateful for the things that I have instead of the things that I don't have. Even though it really is frustrating.
It's hard
to look up at the people on the hill and just be like, "Fuck you guys! What did you do to earn your?"
Yeah, they didn't.
Right.
They didn't. They inherited it. Maybe that's what I just tell myself. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's tough, man. It is tough. I'm with you there. It's hard to look at other people's success, and this is why envy is one of the deadly ones,
right?
You know, because you only see the good. I was having this conversation with Quinn the other day because she's my daughter. She's 9, and she loves YouTube Kids. Ashley and I not huge fans of YouTube Kids, right? It's not because there's anything inappropriate on there, but most of the YouTube Kids channels are like a kid with their parents maybe unboxing videos and shit like that. And so I had to have a conversation with her about what's real,
Right.
and what's YouTube.
Right.
Like you have to understand that sometimes these kids have hard days. And like sometimes they fight with their parents. They don't turn the video on for that.
Right.
And sometimes they do and get caught.
Right.
And then they go to jail.
Right.
And so I tell her that story. I'm like, and it's not in a way to scare her at all. It's just you have to know, and as a 9-year-old, it's really hard to perceive, but you have to know that the people you're watching on there, they're happy in that moment.
Right.
But you watch a 30-second clip of them and think they're like that all the time.
Right.
And that's not real.
Yeah.
So let's watch less of it.
Yeah.
I don't want you watching videos of kids fighting with their parents and kids crying at school. But you have to understand.
Watch that drama.
Right. But you have to understand that your experience when things get hard is normal, because she can't help in her mind think that those experiences when things get hard for her aren't normal because she doesn't see it elsewhere. But no one does.
Right.
But now we live in a world where people see the good all the time.
That's true.
And it's a problem.
True.
This is the problem with influencers in general, is I don't want them to air their dirty laundry, but because you never do, you create a false image, right? And you make people hope for something that can never happen. It can't everybody struggles, right? And there are some influencers who do share their struggles, and those videos get fucking millions of views because it's real. But we also don't want to watch that.
Right. Dude, I just had a great idea. Depressed unboxing videos.
Oh, that's fucking lame.
Yeah, you unbox it like, what is this? This is fucking garbage.
This is garbage.
This is stupid.
stupid.
Why am I doing this? What's the point of this?
Western consumerism bullshit at its best. Thanks for sending it to me for free. That's actually
Like
a great
and subscribe.
idea. Oh my God. Honestly, we would probably be sent a lot of product. Probably. We probably would. Because if you're the one who gets me to go, that's actually pretty fucking cool. You just made $1 million.
Unboxing this Transformers toy. It looks nothing like Megatron. It's ugly. This isn't the right color. This is bullshit. This is so freaking stupid. Why am I doing this? Why are we even here?
Why are we even here? None of this matters.
Like and subscribe for more.
Yeah. And then it cuts to like a pre-cut outro where you're all excited. Thanks for being here, everybody. Come to my next unboxing video.
Oh man, if I had a kid, I'd make him do it. No,
it's good. Oh man.
Anyway,
well, let's do a secret sound.
Yeah. Let me turn up the volumes here. What happens if you actually guess the secret sound?
ourtakepod@gmail.com or at the ourtakepod on TikTok or Instagram. If you guess the sound correctly, we will send you some podcast merch, a hat, a shirt, some underwear, whatever you want.
It's funny because we can actually make Our Take underwear, both male and female. You want some Our Take panties?
You want them, yeah.
To try on.
Just guess the sound and we'll send them to you.
A male or female, I'll give you.
Spencer will help you try them.
If you are a big fat guy that likes female panties.
Yeah, he'll help you try them on.
I will.
Yeah.
All right, here's the secret sound. Sounds like a clock.
I think it's pretty easy.
It is. It should be.
It should be pretty easy.
But no one guessed our last one, and
That's
that
true.
one was like last minute.
See, this is another thing. Sometimes I have people come up to me like, "Man, I thought I knew the secret sound." I'm like, "Well, why didn't you comment?"
I know. My mom.
Yeah, your mom did it to me.
Was like, I couldn't guess the.
I need you to comment.
Yeah, like, well, instead of just please
you get
leave a comment.
Nothing
Don't be
bad
afraid.
happens. Nothing bad happens if you comment wrong.
No,
like, I'm not going to send you a dick pic.
Crucify you.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen.
It's pretty dark if you guess it correctly.
Nothing's going to happen. So just go make some wrong guesses.
Here it is one more time. It should be.
You should get
be
it.
Pretty easy.
You should get it. You might not know what it's called.
I don't know.
But I think you can Google it and figure it out. If you know what it is.
The thing that does the thing.
Yeah.
Just Google that. You'll get it.
For sure. For sure.
All right.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you these random headlines.
Okay. I've only got 3 random headlines for you today. This one comes off the coast of Costa Rica.
The Costa Rica.
Yes. A man fishing in the waters off the coast of Costa Rica reeled in an unusual catch, the first documented orange shark. Garvin Watson reeled in a 6-foot 6-inch nurse shark while casting his line near Tortuguerano National Park.
That thing is creepy as shit, man. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
It is kind of weird.
I don't know why. Sometimes big orange koi fish kind of creep me out too.
Freak you out?
Yeah.
Big. Maybe that's all this is.
Maybe
It's just a koi fish that they threw in the ocean.
It's got kind of that shark nose.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Kind of, it's got the little. It's not a shark is a fish, right?
Yes.
But it doesn't. It's not. It's more horizontal than vertical.
It's flat.
It's flat.
It's flat.
I
Not.
can't think of the way to describe it.
Yeah. It's more shark-like.
But this particular shark's mom banged a goldfish.
It does say that in the story.
Yeah.
Researchers said the shark's bright orange coloring is caused by a condition called xanathism. I don't know if I'm going to say Xanthism. Xanathism.
That's what I would go with.
Which causes yellow or gold pigmentation in animal skin, scales, or fur.
That's cool, but what causes orange?
I know.
Fucking researchers. Thanks for giving me an answer to not what I have.
This causes scientists Marcos Mekis, just this scientist guy, wrote in a report published this month in the journal Marine Biodiversity that Watson's nurse shark represents the first scientifically documented case of total xanathism in the species and the first record from the Caribbean Sea. The researchers said the shark's white eyes indicate it also has a form of albinism, which involves a complete lack of pigment.
I got an orange shark. Well, it could be xanathism, makes them gold. I got an orange shark.
Did you not hear? Did I stutter? It's orange, not gold.
Yeah. Could be albinism. That makes them white. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know why. It just kind of creeps me out.
It does look really unnatural, like someone just spray painted it.
Right.
Like it looks like a movie prop or something.
Right.
Like
Spielberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This comes out of New York. Sports card company Topps is releasing a collectible card featuring an unlikely baseball star, a squirrel that ran onto the field during a New York Yankees game against the Boston Red Sox.
Nice.
The squirrel briefly stopped play during Friday's game when it ran out onto the field at Yankee Stadium during the top of the 4th inning and approached Yankees pitcher Mark Fried on the mound, or Fried.
At least he didn't kill it the way Randy Johnson did that poor bird.
I know. I hate it when that video comes up.
Yeah, you and birds. Oh,
Yeah.
How do you manage the two, man? As a baseball Texan fan. Oh wait, who did he play for?
I think it was the Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks.
at the time.
That wasn't
I think
Texas.
it was, yeah.
He played for the Rangers, though, right?
No, I don't think he ever did.
Oh.
I think it was Seattle and Arizona was it.
Never mind.
Unless he made a stop in Texas, but I don't think he did.
Correction. You love baseball, though.
I do like baseball.
Who do you side with?
The bird or the baseball?
Yeah. He ruined his perfect game.
That's such a freak accident.
That's nuts.
Such a freak accident.
It's crazy. Imagine if the batter had hit the ball, though, and ruined
And
a perfect
hit another
game.
bird? That would be a freak accident. Like hitting one bird, ball still comes, hit, and you hit a pigeon out in the outfield.
Right. Yeah. And as the outfielder's running, he steps on a squirrel.
Yeah. It's just massacre. It's a freaking massacre in Seattle tonight.
We're calling the game. We're calling the game.
Fans are vomiting in the seats. Video from the game shows Fried and the squirrel in a stare down. At one point, I think I just said, "Okay, buddy, let's go," Fried said. He just did this thing. It's definitely a little strange, but it's all good fun. Did you know that baseball cards are still a thing?
I mean, I figured they were probably still a thing. I didn't know if they were still super valuable. It's kind of like It's like Pokemon, right? In Pogs.
Yeah,
Like there's
so-
like 1 out of 10 million that's worth something.
I was bored a couple weekends ago, and there was what was billed as a sporting card memorabilia show at the Layton Hills Mall.
Ah.
So I was like, I'll go check this out. I'm going to buy anything, but I'll just go see what it is. 99% Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
There was like 2 stands of sports cards.
Yeah.
Everything else was Pokemon cards. And some of them were fetching a decent amount. I think I might have to go through. I have a ton of baseball cards, too.
My brother had a giant collection of baseball and basketball cards.
I should go through.
I wish they would come back. It is pretty cool.
There's still some that are worth a crap ton of money.
Right.
And I don't know. I should go through mine. I don't know how you tell what they're worth though, and you never have the one that's really valuable because you'll be, oh, I got it,
right?
And they're like, oh no, you need the one with the little arrow in the corner that says 92-7 edition.
It's always the ones that are messed up.
Yeah.
I think they make little scanners you can get that like apps on your phone.
Oh yeah, I bet.
And in fact, I've seen people who like 3D print a little tray and they put their phone over it and they just put the card in the tray and it lines it up with the camera and it snaps a pic.
Huh.
And it might be maybe the app tracks which card it is to tell you if it's any value. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
But then we make an app that lies to people. We're like, that card's worth shit.
Well,
You
that's
should
what I
send
was
it to
thinking. Like, I'm not going to take these cards to a dealer because they'll be like, this card's worth at best 25 cents, and then after I leave, they turn around and sell it for 20 grand or something.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll give you $3.
You got to understand that I have to get it graded and blah blah blah, and then it'll be worth $30,000.
It's like Pawn Stars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, best I can do.
I love that.
25
That's
cents.
my favorite thing about Pawn Stars is the guy will be like, it's worth $30,000, and then the
Rick's
guy will be
like-
like, I'll give you. Best I can do is $2,000.
Right.
Like, what? Well, you got to understand, I'm going to have to carry it in the store.
I gotta put it on a
I've
shelf.
got to put it on a shelf, and it's going to sit there.
Yeah.
And, it's not going to just keep appreciating.
Yeah.
But it will.
It will. Yeah.
The best I can do is $2,500.
It'd be awesome if someone went in and the guy's like, it's worth $30,000, and the guy who brought it, he's like, cool, thanks for your time, and walks out.
That's what I would do.
For sure. And then you put it on your website, or on eBay, valued at Pawn Stars for $30,000.
The video on this episode. This is it, authenticated.
For sure. Thanks for the guy you know.
I have a jersey that I bought, one of the nice ones here, that I managed to get signed by Dylan Gunther, who scored the first goal for the Utah Hockey Club. And I got it signed by him, and I went ahead and framed it. And it's worth a lot to me, but I don't know, because it's not authenticated, I don't know if I can ever be able to sell it unless I get it authenticated, which would be like $200.
Oh, yeah.
So at that point...
How do you do that? It's like a notary?
I think you have to send it to someone, and then like they do on Pawn Stars,
Right.
they like examine it with a glass and everything.
Yeah.
So it'd be super cool. As it is, if it was authenticated, it'd be like worth $450.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to random headlines. A Missouri fire department said a vegan firefighter's first day on the job ended up being a call for 40,000 pounds of ribeye steaks that caught fire on the highway. The Doolittle Rural Fire Department District said on social media that crews responded Monday to a reported tractor-trailer fire on eastbound Route 174. Also, this was a probationary firefighter, Jenna Ehrlich's first fire, and she got to fight it alongside her father, firefighter Glenn Ehrlich. Jenna is on the hose line, the post said. Okay. A second post included a photo of Ehrlich spraying the flames. Ehrlich is the only vegan on our fire department and probably in the U.S.
Yeah, probably.
So naturally, her very first fire involved a tractor trailer carrying 40,000 pounds of ribeye steak.
I mean, does no one suspect her here? Like, hello? All of a sudden you have all these fire resources.
Yeah.
Truck coming through our little town.
You know what, though? If I was a vegan, okay, and a truck of delicious steak bursts into flames,
Yeah.
I might take that opportunity to go ahead and eat a steak.
Yeah.
Because
It's wasted.
it's wasted.
May as well.
You might as well just
May
pick
as
one
well.
off and have a steak
Right.
because, Otherwise, it's definitely getting waste.
Yeah.
It's getting thrown away.
And for all you know, you stumbled onto the best way to cook a steak that's never been discovered.
This is a new restaurant.
Yeah.
This steak was cooked on a tractor trailer fryer,
And-
18-wheeler.
And reheated in our air fryer in the back.
It's well done.
Yeah, someone should be asking her some questions, I think.
She went out, set it on fire. Guys, there's a tractor trailer fire. All is lost. I don't know. This is I was surprised that there was a vegan firefighter. When I think firefighter, I don't think vegan.
No, but
I don't know
clearly
why that is,
following in
but-
her father's footsteps, vegan or not.
Do you
know?
think any of the firefighters grabbed a steak and that's what they had for dinner?
For sure.
Like, if it wasn't on the pavement, it's just
Listen,
sitting there.
they were probably all wrapped in vacuum sealed.
Yeah,
You find a couple clean ones
probably.
for sure. That's like asking if you found Saddam's gold. Do you think any of them pocketed a bar? Like, fuck yeah, dude.
Would
100%. I don't care if I got to lug that 80-pound bar another 100 miles.
Yeah.
I'm taking that home.
Just stuff it in my bulletproof. Pull out the
Right.
the ballistics pad and put the gold bricks in there.
Yeah.
He was killed. The gold. It went right through his ballistic vest. Turns out it was gold.
It was gold, and gold is
not
very soft.
ceramic. Yeah, a bullet went right through it. Freaking crazy freak
Yeah.
accident. All right.
Well, thanks for being here, everybody. Find us at the Artake Pod on TikTok or Instagram, or send us an email at ourtakepod@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. Make your guesses on the secret sound for episode 160 of the Artake Podcast. I'm Brian.
I'm Spencer. See you next time.